This video will surprise those of you who have been following me recently because I'm talking. And yeah, I'm having a voice trauma pain trigger event again, unlike I've had for years. It is, yeah, I'm back to about 10 minutes a day. So I figured one of the best uses of that 10 minutes of talking would be talking to you and talking about my project, because I believe that after months of not working on it, or not like actively writing it, when I sat down with my friend the other day, this is about 10 days, almost 2 weeks ago now, I just kind of, plunked down at a cafe with her, talked about it for a while, and then started typing and diving into the feelings and everything. It was 3 days later that my voice pain just slammed into view. Arrived in my body, like shutting everything down. So that's the trigger. It makes perfect sense, and it doesn't tell me to stop working on the comic. It actually tells me to keep working on the comic, but carefully, I guess. Carefully is the only way at this point. Like I said, today, this is my 10 minutes of talking, and probably by the end of it, I'm going to be in pain. So I'm going to really try to catch myself before that edge happens. But, yeah, I'm taking the opportunity to reflect on the sticky parts. I know I'm going to have to write this mess. I know that when I write it, it's not going to be like the most balanced and measured version of things, because that's not the point. The point is to really show this messiness, to show this sticky stuff, to show each character suffering because of these things and trying to work it through, which is painful and hard, and it's what I'm doing right now. So yeah, I'm trying to find gentle ways to embrace the mess. I'm not going to tell you with any certainty whether or not I am using microdoses of magic mushrooms to do that, because, well, there are legal implications. But I will say that whatever tools I find natural or medicinal, or outside the bounds of what we consider to be, I guess, just regulated at this point, I'm willing to explore, because I'm willing to do what I have to do to feel this and not have it hurt me and take me down. The beautiful thing is that not being able to talk means that I have a lot to say all the time, and I can write it instead. And I'm spending more time alone, and I'm not able to work at my job right now, which is the biggest stress, because my job is answering the phones all day, and I can't speak for more than 10 minutes at a time without pain. So yeah, I'm on leave without pay starting next week, which is bad for my financial situation, like really bad. I'm gonna have to keep going with my hustle to figure it out. And one of the thoughts I'm having is like, okay, this comic is kind of demanding to be met, to be fed, to be expressed, all those things. And so is there a way that the comic itself and me working on it, me like really getting into it, because right now I feel like getting into it. I'm like, yeah, let's go. Let's write, let's draw. Fuck, this is hard. And also I want to. And I feel supported because I have the slow burn group. I have 2 slow burn groups actually. And so I have lots of people to talk to about it, which, yeah, it makes me excited to work on it instead of scared. It makes me like, I don't know, it's just like a little wind in my sails. Like I don't have to be with them all the time to feel them. It's a really beautiful help. It's really beautiful support. So I want to work on it, and I'm thinking about who I could approach to potentially like pay to publish installments of it. I really, really want to do the large format printing that I had planned, where it's like newsprint and it's huge, so that when you get like a 20-page, issue of the comic, you have to like unfold it and like be in it. I really, really want to do that. I want to make some plans for a gallery show next year of some screen printed images from the book that I'm also very excited to make. And I could also be securing a publisher. I mean, that's going to take some effort. I'm going to have some drawings to show them for sure. But yeah, I contacted my agent, who's a lovely woman, and I actually am excited just to talk to her in whatever capacity I can, to talk about these options where it just focuses me on this, because I do have some other like freelance comics ideas that I want to do, but I don't want them to eclipse this work. I want this work to be on top of everything, this work to be in front of everything, and then for the little side projects to actually be on the side, instead of the way that my side projects tend to like completely eclipse and push away the passion project, the main project, my like important story. But yeah, I'm doing a little more research, which really helps. It like feeds the story to know a little bit more about like trans lived experiences. I had a really great conversation with my friend Dana earlier about her experience being on the internet, on Twitter, as a trans feminine person who's like posting selfies and basically being, you know, glommed onto by like porn sites and stuff. It sounds like things I've experienced, but like dialed up to 11. Because yes, it's the way we treat women, but it's also like especially bad and especially fraught and especially dangerous when it's the way we treat trans women, because like there's so much history there of just alienating and dehumanizing them. So that was a good thing to sit with, and now I'm going to write about it. And it's nice to have that rhythm of like researching something and then writing about it, and then researching something else and then writing about it, and then I can come back and like weave them together. And when I have something to show, I can actually bring it back to Dana, because she's very willing to, you know, be around and be helping, and say, hey, like, here's how I've portrayed this. Is there anything that would make it feel more authentic? Does this feel right to you? And that makes it collaborative, which means that it's not like all on me. And it's also something I can do, and I can feel the impact it's having while it's unfinished. And I can hone that in the direction I mean to, and I can learn things through the process. Like, what a gift. I mean, fucking, this is why writing is the best. The best job. But I'm getting throat pain now. It's creeping in right here. So I'm going to stop talking. But thanks for your patience and for listening. And I love making this process more of a collective process, more of a sharing process as I go. This is definitely a very supportive thing for me to do. So support yourselves and be together. Keep your hearts open to each other. I'm starting to wax philosophical in my brain, so I'm just gonna end it there imperfectly.